Greetings, and thank you all for joining here tonight with Empath Holistic Healing. It's me, Lady Empath, birth given name Brandy. I am here tonight, you all. This is really part 2 guidance to a video that I did on Facebook. I was unable to do the video here on YouTube for some reason yesterday, so I'm probably going to put a link to the Facebook post in the description box so that you all can hear part 1 of this message. Yesterday I did a tarot guidance major arcana read along with an advice card guidance healing oracle card, and so the message was it was really about replenishment for the empath. So the cards that were drawn was the sun card, the star card, and then there was a advice guidance card for self-love. And it was about balance, fire and water, replenishment for the empath, that a lot of you all were feeling over exerted energetically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, kind of discouraged, real heavy, dense energy, maybe because there's so much you're dealing with, maybe taking care of special needs community around a lot of folks that has dense energy, which is just basal heavy, lower chakra based energy. And so empaths typically feel things very strongly. And so the encouragement with that sun card draw and the star card was that the energy of the sun card and the energy of the star card was here to transition the empath out of that energy to help the empath find that balance. And the key and the way to getting that was through the self-love advice card, which was by taking necessary precautions to cleanse your aura, meditate, nature walks, fresh air, water, rest, smudging, enjoying yourself, finding something good, setting healthy boundaries. So, taking that breather so that you can tap into a better strategy to maybe better handle and manage where you're at. Tonight, I meditated a little bit more as I do my own practices on myself, and I was asking for guidance if there was anything more. And the message came as I continued to meditate and clear the energy and do light language. The message came first to not worry. Then they rephrased that and said, rather, be at peace. Be in your assurance, in your now, with the progress, with the process, with what you're transitioning through and dealing with, trying to get to that sun energy, star energy, self-love, self-care, practicing that and transitioning from the season that you're into the next. So that was the main message, like be at peace. Be at peace. In other words, don't stress. Celebrate your progress. That was another strong message in terms of maybe you've taken those steps and those precautions and there is progress to see and celebrate. And that as the empath or sensitive soul, or those who are taking care of special needs folks or just around a lot, as you take these steps continually, this is where the guidance comes in, the creativity comes in, things get better, you get clear on your next steps. The other messages that came through was, as I was doing light language, was staying in the neutrality, the importance of keeping calm, because maybe some of you, as a result, after probably even listening to those who listened to the video on Facebook yesterday, may have found themselves walking right into an energetic catastrophe where basically they were just depleted, like some conflict, an argument, just unnecessary things. And so one of the strong messages that came through also was that, empath, you have a right to say no. You have a right to say that if you don't want to talk about something or engage in something that you feel like is going to be more energetically taxing, or that you feel like it's not going in a higher vibrational way, you have a right to say, I do not wish to talk about that. And you owe no one nothing else, in a sense that, and I'm not trying to say like if you told somebody, okay, I'm going to be here at that time. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm saying when people are just in a different place and they just basically are coming because they want to have a fight. They want to have a conflict. They want to have a powwow. They want to be an energetic, energetically garbage, dump garbage. And they may not mean to. So it's not about placing a label or blame. It's about understanding that everything is energy and vibration. And it's not up, we don't need to, the message came that we don't need to explain all of that. When you know, empath, when you are aware that those that are around you and that you're dealing with aren't there, you don't have to engage in trying to convince anyone anything. And you have a right as an adult person, no matter what. You have a right, just like others have a right to say what they want, but you also have a right to disengage if it is detrimental to you. So that was the message in that self-care. In that self-care, it was reiterated that when you are practicing self-care, the self-love, which is self-care, self-care is self-love in action. So when you are practicing that, it is doing several things. It's not just cleansing of the aura and getting your energy back right in balance. It's raising your vibration. And the guidance came to me was, so what happens when that happens? When you are now raising your vibration, in essence, as we are raising our vibration, then we're going to start to vibrate and attract and feel differently, which means what? Our manifestations are going to be more in alignment with those vibrations. So this is why it is vitally important for you, dear empaths, to practice this, because you are energetically sensitive. So you need to do that. And it could be anything. The advice was what makes you feel good, taking time to smell the roses, having healthy boundaries, energetic cleansing, whatever it is that is going to put you in a more higher vibrational state. For an example, for me, one of the things that has always helped me for a very long time, as far as I can remember, when I'm going through tough times or major transitions or a lot, just a lot, is taking out the time to doll up. Basically, doll up, because none of us are dolled up all the time every day. I mean, unless that's kind of the industry in which you're in or something like that, but for the most part. But for me, the reason is because it puts me in a whole nother mindset. It puts me in a whole nother zone and a whole nother way of feeling and thinking. So it's almost like dolling up and getting out. Those are two things that I've always, even if I couldn't do nothing major per se, but those things have always proved effective when I just wanted to shift up the gear a little bit. I wanted to shift up the energy or the routine or the way I was feeling about myself, right? And so it's not the attachment to the external or reliance on it. It's about the vibration and the energy that is represented. And that's the whole point. Because the empath, you all, we're, in that read, it's like the guidance was that better days are coming. The guidance was new beginnings, and things like that. And those were the guidance energetic tools that was, came up energetically and then recommended to assist, because maybe we are in difficult times and seasons. Maybe you deal with a lot, and so taking out that time also helps you to better navigate that, or better strategically plan how to better manage it, that's better suited for you, right? So that you're able to kind of keep your energy and manage your energy a little bit better, so you're feeling better, so you're vibrating better, so that ultimately you can manifest something differently and even better take care of maybe those that you are responsible for. Because some of us have, like myself, I have an adult autistic son. So, you know, some of us have, a little bit more. And but there's hope. And so the guidance tonight, the part 2, is be gentle, be of acceptance and allowance of everything that is coming up. Maybe you were triggered. Release it all, face it all, accept it all, but detach from it all. Okay? It's okay to set the healthy boundaries and then have a strategic plan. Use your alone time, meditative time, whether it's meditative walk or whatever, to ask those questions within when you're in a state of deep breathing, in a state of calm. Okay. And even asking your highest intelligence or your guides, okay. Asking angelic help, benevolent beings, okay. What is a more higher vibrational strategy here that's in better alignment with my highest intelligence and highest good and that of all involved? What is a way I can rearrange this and approach this differently? What's a strategy? And you'll get it in that time. But then the self-care, the self-love and self-care are vitally important. Okay, so if you're like me and you like the doll up and get out and go for a night on the town, or you know what I mean, even if it's just you going to sit in the Bourbon Street bar, you know what I mean, whatever, like whatever it takes, or you have a friend you just want to go out and have, if you drink, go out and have cocktails, or cosmopolitan, or like myself, go out and have some Minute Maid, this is who, because that's what I'm on. But whatever it is that you do that puts a smile on your face, that brings delight, okay, you're worthy and it matters, because you're going to feel good. And if you're feeling good, it's going to be motivating for you. So even if you want to set a goal and say, realistically speaking, for yourself, okay, once a week, I'm going to actually do something on a higher scale. But every day, I am going to practice self-love and self-care. Every day, I'm going to find some kind of unique way, whether it is I'm going to give myself a sea salt bath, or I'm going to go buy a crystal-infused bar of soap, and I'm going to set an intention when I use it, and I'm nurturing myself. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever it takes for you. If you like art, if you like drawing, if you like dancing, if you like singing, if you, whatever soothes you, it makes you feel inspired, because most of us have been feeling like our dreams are being tapped out, because it's all about managing energy and everyone else's energy and our responsibility. And so we're clearing energy. And so, but now the message and the guidance is no more. That no more. That it's not our responsibility in the sense of direct. It's our responsibility to the extent of managing our own. and then refocusing our energy to that of our goals and desires, because that's how we're going to better serve, not by always self depreciation or self degradation or to our own demise and attempt to please others. And everyone is not going to get you or understand. To some, their mindset is different, and it's not, it's energetically a waste of time to try to explain that. I always use the analogy of the movie The Matrix. So when Neo and them took the red pill, well, they just had to be what they were. Like, they just had to do their journey and whatever, right? But they didn't go around the matrix trying to tell people to, trying to help them understand that they were plugged into the matrix on a blue pill. They didn't do that. Think about this, okay? That is not what they did. They just dealt with the other powers that be. But other than that, they didn't really engage that way. Why? It's useless. They understood that just like they had to be awakened, for lack of better words, or something happened within themselves to where they decided to take the red pill, and that has to happen for everyone on their own terms. If it happens, that was not even their jurisdiction to even worry about that. Ours is to worry about ours and the earth and the land and you know things of that nature. Do we engage and interact with the plugged ins? Yes, but on their level, on their level. And that is not meant to be a condescension. It's an observation. It's a reality. Because anything other than that will prove to be very taxing. So I hope, I said a lot, but I hope that this encourages you all. That self love, self care stuff, you guys. Be in peace and at peace in this process of your transition and attaining that sun and star energy. Tap into self love and self care every day, the best you know how, and watch how things start to shift for you. Watch how your manifesting starts to shift. Watch how your energy starts to shift for you, even while you're still in the middle of the transitional process. Okay, watch how you get the creative power and the strategies to better handle what it is that you're managing and handling. Okay, all right, so that's all for tonight. I love you all. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Please continue to support me, those of you who do. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love for you to engage. Tell me what your thoughts are, or better said, what your experience is on your journey. Anything that you would like to see me do here. I am trying to build. I am new. So please bear with me in terms of the consistency and the professionalism and the structures and things like that. I'm still working on all that, you guys, but just know everything is from my heart space and center. And I do honor and am grateful and take what I do with Empath Holistic Healing very seriously from a place of my heart, because this stuff comes from my heart for me. It's heart. It's my life. It's my experience. And so, that's what it's about, okay? I appreciate likes, shares, and subscribes and comments. If you do subscribe, make sure to click on the bell to receive the notifications um, again. And so again, once again, I just appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by to listen. I hope that it encouraged you and blessed you in some way on your journey. Okay. Until next time, you are loved. You are loved. You are loving. You are loved. You are loved. You are loving. So, so it is. Namaste.